Malaysia, I'm going to give you a superpower today. I am going to teach you on what is identity shifting. I'm sure all of you have heard that let's make an identity of ourselves, which is in a better way, in the sense of maybe the better identity of us, they work out, or they know how to speak to people, or they study very hard. Now, I'm going to make a shift in psychology and tell you, what if we don't create a hero in the identity that you look up to? What if you create a villain? This is something personal that I've used in my entire journey so far, and I learned very recently, which helped me a lot. I've created a villain because we as humans, we tend to think negative either way. Most of the thoughts that we have, you can search it up in statistics, are negative. So what if we take advantage of that fact that all of our thoughts are negative and we create a villain? So what am I talking about? I'll explain it to you. All you have to do is create a villain that is vague or yourself. For example, they don't believe in me. They don't think I'm good enough. That's one. And the other one is yourself. Your own version that is a villain. But that villain is untouchable in the sense of that villain, me as a villain, is working out, is studying, is doing whatever the good things are. So you can pick either of the both. I personally use myself and I create my own enemy. But when you do that, you're constantly on the aware of what's happening because you've made up the villain. It's not real. You're not going around the world telling, no, there's someone out to get me. No, you're making it in your head. And in your head, it's the most powerful thing ever. Trust me. Every time you feel lazy, every time you don't feel like doing something, automatically you thought, no, my villain is out there doing the work. My villain is out here doing more work. My villain is out here doing the push-ups. My villain is out here putting in the hours reading. And you consistently do this. I have been doing it for a very long time and it works. Trust me, way better than this positive thing of, okay, I should have a positive visualization of myself. It works to an extent, but I'll be very honest with you, because you feel very uncomfortable when you put the image of the villain in your mind, it's way better this way. For example, I'll give you a study on an addiction. See, some of you smoking, I really hope that you stop smoking, and I'm going to give you an opportunity to learn something that can help you stop smoking. I don't smoke, so I wouldn't know, but I'm sure that this will help because I've read this somewhere. So the Truth campaign, once they had an ad in order to stop smoking. So this can apply to any bad addictions, by the way. I'm giving you an example. So they had this advertisement, and what happened is it was shot in a party. So all of the men and women who were smoking at that time, so they were just smoking in the party. Now what happened is, all of a sudden, the Truth campaign, so every time someone picked up a cigarette, it shouted that it's a trap, don't pick it up. Now what they've done here is they have created an enemy which is not real, but they've created an enemy saying it's a trap, don't pick it up, branding the cigarette companies who create this as the evil villains. So what happens now, as you're going through your bad addictions, if you think of that particular thing that's helping your addiction in the first place become worse as the villain, chances of you doing it again, for example, if I smoke, if I think that the companies that are producing the cigarettes are the villains and I tend to smoke, I'll be thinking that, oh, they are here to get me. They want me to be weak. They want me to take that cigarette and put it in my mouth. So this is a way that I use in order to, one, do more work in my life and whatever that is productive around me. And second, when I do something bad even, I think that my villain at the moment wants me to do this, or my villain at the moment is not doing this, but is making my life worse. And if you do this consistently, it will help you. For example, you can have, they don't believe in you. What happens now? Work harder. They don't want you to be in shape. They want you to be fat. What happens now? Work out harder. They don't want you to be in school. What happens now? Study 2 times harder. So create this villain persona in your head and it will help you. And as usual, Malaysia, bangkit. I believe in you.